Shalom. All praise goes to the Most High, the Son, Yahweh Wa, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone taught us this truth. Shalom to Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty. On the brother Korah Allah, and Lord, we'll get into a quick lesson, and Lord, brothers are edified. This here is 2nd Ezra 16 and 33. It says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. All right? So I read it again. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. The daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? Because all the men will be at war. All right? When it's a time of war, these are the things that happen. Okay? It happened all throughout history. All right? And it also happened, and it's going to happen now. All right? In World War III. Now, a great example of that is World War I. Okay? World War I was from 1914 to 1918. All right? And it mainly took place in Europe, but really war broke out throughout the whole world. All right? And a lot of people died. Okay? It was a 3.5 year war, and it was also a lot of senseless deaths. Okay? Men. All right? It says the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. That's on point, man. Okay, because one tactic that militaries would use was to cut off food supply. All right, starve the enemy out. So the scriptures is on point. That happened in World War One. That happened in the ancient times. All right, that happened in the siege of Israel, of Jerusalem. You know. So this thing happens all throughout history. Real quick, I'll get this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun. Right? There's no new thing under the sun. In other words, war, nothing new. All right? War, nothing new. We know it's going to happen in the time of war. All right? We know it's going to happen in the times we're in right now. All right? A little bit of history on World War One. I said it was from 1914 to 1918. By 1915, the war is about 5 months old, and over 1 million soldiers already died. All right. By 1916, they had to draft in people, man. Draft in ordinary Joes, man. All right, to fight for their country. You gotta look up this term. All right, conscription. It says conscription, compulsory or mandatory enlistment for state services, typically armed forces. All right, they had to draft men in by the millions, man. By the millions, men were drafted into war. Okay, it says conscription, which basically is a law. All right, it's a law passed. Compulsory or mandatory enlistment for state services, typically to armed forces. All right. So I read that again in 2nd Ezra 16:33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine. In the wars, the bridegrooms were destroyed, man. by the end of the war, 9 million and a half soldiers died. All right, and 7 million civilians. Okay. I have a script here also. I'll get real quick. This is Revelations. Revelations 11 and 14. It says, "The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." The second woe was talking about World War II. All right. So World War One was the first woe, and World War II was the second woe. All right. Why is it called woe? Because of great deaths. Like I was talking about World War One, you had 9.5 million soldiers that died from that war. 3.5 years of bloodshed. Okay. Men dying. They were fighting overseas. Okay. They were fighting on land. They were fighting in the air. All right. And you had men dropping dead by the thousands. All right. At one battle, you have men dropping dead. 3,000 men, 4,000 men from each side just dropping dead. Okay. And the thing is, they thought it was going to be a short-term thing. They thought it was going to be this thing was going to be a little skirmish and that'll be that, man. But it end up being 3.5 years. All right. Why? Because it ain't up to man. It's up to the Most High. All right. So Scripture says what? The Lord mustereth the hosts of the battle. Mustereth mean control. Take charge. Okay. It says, I read it again. It says, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That the third woe, because the word woe means what? Destruction, anguish, all right, death, basically destruction, man. See, World War One and World War II, that was destruction, all right. And World War III is steadily approaching. That's going to be even worse, man. Wow, because it's going to be a thermonuclear war, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a thermonuclear war, man. All right. Yeah, but men are gonna be sent out to go to war also. Okay. And these women, what? Like I said in back in Second Ezra 16, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn having no husband. The daughter shall mourn having no helpers. World War One. When the men were sent off to war, guess what? The women had to get off their ass and go to work. They had to keep the business running. Okay? So that same thing is gonna happen again. All right? But only thing, it ain't gonna be no businesses, man. All right? These women are gonna be mourning. Why? Because they won't have that protection. All right? Because that's what that man provides, protection. So I read that again. In Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Right, and that third woe is talking about World War III. All right, a nuclear war. Okay, and with that, I hope brothers was edified. I want to say all praise goes to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone, and shalom to Akim out there pushing this word and also sitting honesty. Shalom.